Hey Blue Merinos, look what we're gonna make, and it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna show you how. I thought it'd be really cute to take this tire swing and put a Khalees twist on it. Of course, we're gonna load it with some florals and some greenery, but it needs a little swinger. You know, tire swings are made for swinging, so look. Nana! This cute bunny with her carrot is gonna be perfect size to just tuck right in here. So the first thing we need to do though is get this bottom ready, and what we're going to do is put a little bit of floral foam in there. So I'm just going to set her standing up so we can kind of see how she's going to look. Now she's got a hanger right here at the top, so I want to keep that in mind, that that's going to kind of be my midline for this design. Now no matter how simple or extravagant the design, you have to think about your lines, and that's something I'm always teaching to design school, is transition points and lines and how that design's going to come together. So in our case, Bunny's going to have to go right in the center. I'm going to take and put in a little bit of foam in here so that she is ready to go and sit on some foam. This is floral foam. It's the hard, crunchy kind. That's the kind I prefer. It's more expensive than the sandy foam, but it's better and it's going to last longer over time. So I'm going to dip this in my glue skillet. You get way too much glue on there, and then you're going to scrape that off. I'm just going to take and gently scrape it off. So I've got like a, you know, like yummy peanut butter on there. And then I'm going to tuck this right in, and one a little to the left, and then I'm going to put one to the right. So I've got a little block on either side. So we're going to do that on both sides. Get it nice and coated. There you go, and we're going to put this on the other side. And you can see we got a good start right here. And if you want, you could take and set this like against something, but it'll sit up for you. You just have to think about your lines when you're getting ready to layer it up. I'm going to use a little roll of floral tape, and we're just going to put that right there so she doesn't take off rolling on us and moving around. Let's get our bunny in there first. Now, I love these bunnies, and they are especially for us at Khalees.com because they have a little foam body. So when something has a foam body, it's really easy for us to attach. And I'm going to grab a little wood dowel. We'll put it in her booty, and then she could sit right in the center. I mean, y'all, so cute. We're just starting. She's going to be swinging in style in just a second. Shish kebab skewer. These are perfect. These are what you want to use to make a little spiky to go right into her that can go into the foam. So I'm going to cut this probably about 4 inches or so. Make me a little double spike, so spike on either end. And I'm going to start by putting the good part right in the center. And I'm going to kind of angle it out. Okay, oh, that goes in so easy. And then what I want you to do is just kind of double check. It's a little bit long, so I'm going to make it just a little short. Take off a little at a time. And then once you know she's good to go, you can bring your glue pot over again. Give her a little swirl, and we're going to glue her right into there. We haven't even added the florals yet, but can you see how cute this is going to be? So cute! It's greenery time. We're going to use this really cute greenery bush. I love it because it has berries, it has twigs, and has all the fun stuff. But when we want to use something smaller and we want to break it down into small pieces, sometimes we can use the tear method. And this is something I love when we have florals that are available this way. We can just tear them into small sections. That saves us a lot of steps in prepping our bushes for our projects, whether we're making big centerpieces or small ones or wreaths, whatever we're making in design school, we're going to save those pieces. And then you're left with a really good piece of wire here that could be a wreath hanger. Just clean it up, pull some of the paper off, and don't throw these away. These are great to use whenever you need big pieces of wire to attach. So we're going to put that aside. I'm going to take that greenery that we just tore down, and we're going to actually use it in little small sections. So I'll take and cut it down even more. And if you have a rough edge from where you were tearing, you fix that and you pull it down. And here you go, you got 2 already. And we're going to do that for the whole bush. Cut them into little manageable sections, and we want to keep them wired together. That's important. It's going to save us a lot of steps. This section has twigs. Twigs are my absolute favorite. So I'm going to pull out the twigs. We're going to use those separately because they're my fave, and I'm going to pull them out. And then we're going to cut this into a couple of small little sections too. So I've got a little bit of vine and a little cluster. So I have a little bit of everything here. If you can, just take her little skirt, kind of pull it up out of your way, and we can work around that when we start to put our pieces in. So the first thing I want to do is I want to use kind of similar pieces on either side of her body to fill in around tire swing. So this one's going to kind of come in. Now this greenery, this is why I'm suggesting it, is wired everywhere. So that literally means I can manipulate it, flip it around. And now I have some greenery spilling out of the edge. And I love that. We call that breaking the plane in design school, and it's really important for what we're doing here. We want to break the plane and kind of soften the edges of the design. So I'm going to take another piece that's almost identical to that last one we used on that side, and now we're going to use this on the other side, okay? So I'm going to hold it like the cluster like this, give it a swirl in that glue pot, and then we're going to go in on this side behind her. Right over here, it's going to tuck right behind her. And we're going to use the same technique where a little comes out and spills over, and then maybe some stays inside, and that way she looks really cute from either side. I got a little touch of greenery, and definitely manipulate that to where it's coming out. Now, I think it's going to be fun to get a little bit coming out from below her. So I'm going to take her and put her on top of my little bucket so I can raise her up a little. Okay, this is just a pot that is painted that I love. It's so cute, but you can see it's going to be easy for me to work in and kind of see what's going to spill over. So we're going to switch that out a little bit. So she's just sitting in here and holding up so I can see kind of, okay, how cute is that going to look? So I know I want some more grass coming over the edge, so let's use another one of these little pieces. We're going to glue that and tuck that in. And this one's a little longer. I'm going to go over here on the left side, tuck that in. See how cute she's getting? She's looking adorable. And all we've added is greenery. I still got her little dress tucked up, but when we get all done, we will take and bring that around. If you want a little bit of a greenery, I think I'm going to put a little bit right on the right side too here. This one has a little berry cluster, which will be a lot of fun right in here. So just keep working around. Ooh, look at that. Look how cute. She's looking so cute. So we've done a great job with the greenery so far. Next step, tulips. I love tulips because of the fun ways they grow and they reach out towards the light, and you can utilize those in this design too. So we're going to open up this cluster of tulips. These are our nice tulips. These are the real touch tulips, which are really, really cool. So I'm going to cut them open. Now I'm going to take these and we're going to work these all around. Now I would like to work these in clusters of 3 or 2, not just have random tulips everywhere. We kind of want to work them in little clusters. So if we do one on each side of 4 and one of 5, that would work fine. And then once we kind of know what we're doing, we can do a 3-in-1 type thing. I can take and just kind of swirl these around each other. Okay, so they're twisted around and they're not going to go anywhere. And then just trim this off to one longer stem. So now this one stem is going to work as the holder for everybody. All right, and let's have this one kind of come up high and see if that would work. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cute. So I'm going to dip that in my glue skillet over here, bring your little arm over. Now you want to just pull that dress out of your way, because remember, we're trying to keep everything centered there. Oh my gosh, how cute. She's going in. I'm double checking. Yep, she went in. Looking good. So these 3 can sit up here, and then I'm going to take and bring these little berries out that were behind. Look how cute. All right, so we've got some tulips on this side, and then how about one that kind of comes down? And I'm going to go a little rogue with this one. We're just going to let this one just kind of curl up and reach out. Why? Because I like it that way. And this one's going to kind of come from the same area but come down a little. All right, you want to hear that crunch into the foam so you know it's going in strong. And then there's what our one side looks with the tulips. Ah! Super cute. Let's do the other side. And over here, we've got 5 tulips to put in. So I'm going to start with a cluster of 3. Again, do that same technique. I'm going to go a little bit lower, so I'll just cluster them a little tighter with their cute little leaves. And then you just take and twist it around nice and tight, so a nice tight base. And then I'll trim that one off, and you've made your own little cluster. And you can leave 1 or 2 stems. I left 1 a minute ago, but I think it might be a little stronger with 2. So I'm going to go just a little bit shorter. And then this is going to go on the left. I'm dipping it in the glue pot, coming over here, and I'm tucking her in. She's going in. You can see she's a little bit lower here, which is perfect. We want these to be just a little bit lower, but I want them reaching out, you know, and coming. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. And then our last cluster, I know I want to have some fun and kind of come down. So I'm going to fix her skirt so I can see where that skirt's going to be. Okay, perfect. This is so cute. The last 2 tulips. I'm going to do the same thing. I want these to be a little bit longer because I want them to crawl out from underneath her. Like, she just plopped herself in this little garden of tulips. And she's living her best life. So are we. So are we creating this. Now, I'm going to go all design school on you because I want you to think about what's the flow I want here. And so we have lines and we have flow. And right now we have that transition in the middle. But the flow I want to create, I think, I want to kind of have a little C over here. And then have these tulips kind of come in front of her legs. Won't that be adorable? So I'm going to set her back down. I kind of leaned her back just a little bit so we can see the front of her really good. So if that's going to be a C this way, we gotta move, everybody. They got to be on the move here. All right, so grab it like a pencil. We're going to put that into the glue and just tuck that right under here. Oh yeah, she's cute. She's feeling that. She knows she's cute. She's like, I'm good looking. I know. And I want to push her in. Feel that go into the foam. Now you can see these guys kind of coming under the fern and coming around. Ooh. All right, now that gives us an idea where to put the twigs. And the twigs can help us refine that shape that we started with. So let's grab our twigs. So when we broke down that greenery bush, we were able to get one really killer twig like this. And if we're careful, we can tear it and we can turn it into 2 or 3. And I'm going to keep it into a cluster of 2 and one single one. And then what we're going to do is just gently curl up the twigs on the edges. I love that. I love to be able to curl these and just make them really wispy. See how wispy they are? Isn't that cute? And then we want to have some motion going into these twigs, like they are going with the direction we want them to go. And for us, we're going to use twigs just on this side where we're creating a little bit of that C shape. So I'm going to leave these fairly long so that they can come out of the top of the tulips we put right here. So I'm going to give that a swirl in the glue, and then we're just going to come right back here and tuck behind them. Oh my gosh. You want to hear that crunch so you know it's gone in, and then we have our little twigs, and that's such a little detail, but so cute. Can you see the twigs? There they are curling right there, right up here and right here. And then we'll take our last twig. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to come down and reinforce the line we created with the tulips at the bottom here. Okay, so the same thing. We're just going to twirl that around our finger. If you want a smaller little curl, you could use that barbecue skewer we just used, or a pencil, something like that. It's small enough it would work fine. This I'm going to leave pretty long. I've got glue on it, and then we're going to come in here to just right behind the tulips and tuck it in. You want to hear it crunch? Oh, there it goes. I heard it. And that little detail is just perfect there. So your final step is just to fluff out her little skirt, because that's going to hide all of our mechanics. And she's ready to swing over to your front door. All right, Bloomerinos, I'll see you next time. Me and my bunny are going for a swing. So y'all have fun with flowers, and I'll see you guys next time.